Last week I received a newsletter from Oculus Veterinary Business Matters, highlighting an article by Michael Dix. It had been published on the vin.com website and headed "Fixing the Veterinary Profession Before It's Too Late." After he'd reviewed all the available studies of the economics of veterinary practice in the United States for some years, Michael's worrying conclusion is that the veterinary profession is not performing to the expectations of vets or their clients. What struck me most, he writes, was the absence of continuous data collection and analysis. In other words, the profession lacked and still lacks economic data analytics. Michael believes that the profession faces a number of major problems, including financial stress among associate veterinarians and practice owners alike, the absence of continuous profession-wide business analytics data to help identify solutions, and that the processes and institutions whose job it is to address the problems of our profession and whose actions are critical to effecting change simply aren't working. Vets on the whole, he says, have not integrated economics into their daily practices, and no one has executed an outreach program to help them to do so. In contrast, of course, incorporating economic data is second nature for the corporate enterprises owning and managing veterinary practices. Now, by coincidence, a letter I had written to the editor was published in the Veterinary Record also last week. It followed a recent article reporting that BVA Council should take a firmer stance on salary levels for vets. I referred to the findings of the SPVS profitability survey. I expressed doubt that any demand from BVA would have any impact at all on salary levels, and I blamed my profession in general for low earnings and the leaders of the associations representing members of the profession in particular. Michael Dix suggests that the ability of vets as a whole to build the future they want is quickly disappearing. As non-veterinary funded corporate entities expand their ownership of veterinary hospitals, their influence over how veterinary medicine is practiced will grow, and he says they will shape the educational process, animal health and welfare legislation, the market for veterinarians, and the delivery of services. He concludes that the profession needs a large, coordinated plan to move forward. And he's right. The Vet Futures project could perhaps have triggered such a plan in the UK, but I believe has clearly failed to do so. So the question is not what is the role of vets in tomorrow's world, but who will decide the vet's role in tomorrow's world. See you next time.